With trying to get into corporate finance, how do you do that with like zero relatable job experience? And then I've also been seeing a lot of the jobs are in like financial services. If I start out in that, would it be harder for me to transition back into corporate finance?
So for 18 months after you graduate, at most corporate finance jobs, we are targeting people out of college with no experience. It is the easiest trainable corporations like Intel, for example. It is near impossible to get into the company if you are not graduating from undergrad or MBA or PhD. Our internal promotion, it's internal. If you are not being pursued by a headhunter, if we aren't looking for you, we are looking for college students. So I don't think that that is a challenge. In general, corporate finance jobs are looking for that flux of recent college graduates. It's a common terminology in most companies, RCG, CG. It's very common. So you have that status at Intel to even rush. So you would rush the company, right? It would be a series of 3 interviews, and then once you got selected to formally rush the company, you come down with RCGs from all over the country and some international, and then you go through a couple days worth of interviews and events. So we aren't really looking for, it's not a requirement. In the interviews, you will be tested. What is the weighted average cost of capital? How would you treat this depreciation? Like I had to use like all my study sheets, especially the phone interviews were easy because they couldn't see all my notes out. So once I got, through the phone interviews and then I got down to rush, right, I had to be a little more prepared. And then if I couldn't remember something, I could at least talk through, well, this is the information I would need, or these are the kind of things I would think of, and not necessarily always looking for the right answer, like a math problem right on the spot with the nerves and forget it. But they're looking about how you think. Can you solve a problem? How would your brain work? So I think that those are the kind of skills that you can bring without having work experience in undergrad. Other than that, internship, that is a direct feed. Companies get interns not just to give you the opportunity to see if you like that as a career choice, but because we want to feed you right in. It's a way for us to try you out without formal commitment and investments, right? Because hiring people is a big investment. It costs the company a lot of money. And so intern, there's your relevant experience one summer. And one thing I didn't know in college where I would have done more internships is a lot of these companies pay interns. At Intel, you will get paid a normal salary during the summer to come down and intern, and we could roommate with some other interns. So if you want that experience to have a competitive edge in interviewing against other people, you can get some of that during college, but it's definitely not a limiter for corporate finance to have already had